What's up, y'all? What's up, Pika? William? Hey, what's up, so now? How you doing? So I was reading the news this weekend, and I caught some shit. And I find it very funny that this particular company teamed up with a security firm to basically spy on people. Um, FedEx has teamed up with Flock Security and has put cameras. Hey, Bo, have put cameras in their trucks now, and these cameras report back to LE. And the thing was, it was like a multi-million-dollar deal. And for the folks that don't know, FedEx has been taking heavy ass losses lately. Like, y'all know FedEx hub is here in Memphis, and they've been laying off people left and right. They had this big ass complex out there. It's either Cordova, Collierville, somewhere towards that way. They built this big ass business office, and half of it sits empty now because they laid off half of their office support. So I found it funny that FedEx teamed up with a security force, and it was a multi-million-dollar deal. Now, flip side to that, because they are practicing it here in Memphis. Thing is, though, you ain't gonna be able to get away with shit. Because every time I turn around, I see a FedEx, and that company is not the only one. Hey, Shauna, that company is not the only one that signed a contract with this private company. And because it's two private companies, guess what? The government can't do shit about it. So they just sitting here. They sitting there shaking their head, and of course they getting information for free now. So what LE gonna do about it? What law gonna do about it? What is our government gonna do about it? Not an absolutely damn thing, because they're getting the information from them. But they have basically this, and for some reason, this security firm already has a 4 billion backup within this company. Like they already have 4 billion on the market. They are People are putting money behind this shit, real shit. Um, and it's a startup based out of Georgia. And like I said, it's called Flock Safety. FedEx is not the only people they sign contracts with. They specialize in automated license plate recognition and video surveillance, and already has a fleet around 40,000 cameras spanning across 4,000 cities in 40 states. And FedEx, like I said, teamed up with this company. It's also sharing its flock surveillance feeds with law enforcement. That was a part of the deal. FedEx is to be one of the multi-billion-dollar private companies that has partnered with this arrangement. Um, Critics have likened it to mass surveillance network, which that's what the fuck it sounds like to me. Now, like I said, like when you got crime like it is here in Memphis, it's kind of a give and take situation. But then, at what cost? Baby, these cameras, I'm pretty sure it does have facial recognition, because these cameras can also detect like identifying markers on your vehicle such as stickers, dents, flaws. And people are pissed off about it, and they're like, the U.S. is not China, which I kind of agree with there. But these cameras are being deployed with such density that it's like GPS tracking everyone. In response to Forbes' report, FedEx told that it raises questions about why a private company would have privileged access to data that normally is only available to law enforcement, which is, I question that too. Why would they be able to handle, if there is evidence on there, why are they able to handle that? That shit is crazy. But they're slowly getting to that. Flock safety cameras are used to track vehicles, license plates, make, model, color of the vehicles, other identifying characteristics, also monitored, such as dents, even bumper stickers. Uh, what the fuck? It's gonna take them a minute to realize that's they shit. Shelby County Sheriff's Office in Tennessee confirmed its partnership with Flock in an email to Forbes. So, yeah, Memphis is definitely a part of that, which is crazy as hell because these dumbasses been robbing the FedEx truckers and delivery drivers. They've been robbing both. They've been robbing the 18 wheelers and the motherfucking trucks. Yeah, they over there. This shit. Yeah, I think it will. Well, ever since they passed some laws after 9/11 too because of that shit. And that didn't help either. And then some of the laws that they passed later on did not help with privacy at all. But including online privacy. Um, So Shelby County has confirmed that they're a part of the thing, and they share their reads from flock license plate readers with FedEx in the same manner we share the data with other law enforcement agencies locally, regionally, and nationally. Public Information Officer John Morris told the outlet. He also confirmed his department has access to FedEx flock feeds. Its participation was unmasked after Forbes found the name of the force on publicly available list of data sharing partners, along with others such as Pittsburgh Police Department in Indiana, located just outside of Indianapolis. Pittsburgh Police Chief Scott King reportedly did not comment on why his department is participating, but insisted the force had not requested access to a private system. Only those listed under law enforcement. I find that hard to believe, seeing it's their motherfucking software. Just saying. I find that hard to believe. Hey, dude, can you not? You don't realize that's your shit beeping outside? That shit been going for at least 2 minutes. Thank you. There you go. Damn. How long did it take you to realize it was your car horn going off? Shit. Like, bruh, that shit been going for a minute. Damn, you don't realize that's your shit? It ain't mine. Shit. Shit crazy. MPD also stated it had received camera feeds from FedEx but did not confirm if these were provided by Flock. When speaking about networks of license plate readers, Brett Max Kaufman, a senior attorney at the American Civil Liberties Union (ACLU), told Forbes the scale of this kind of surveillance is just incredibly massive. He went on to describe to the outlet how warrantless monitoring of citizens en masse was quite horrifying. This shit is crazy. So private companies are now partnering with businesses to spy on you. Of course, I mean, a lot of these things are like your cell phone, your watch, tablet, your TV. If you have a smart, all of this shit is a damn tracker. So, the, now, and a lot of times we've seen this not accurate, but we've also seen the times where it has been accurate. So, I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like y'all already monitor us 24 fucking 7 already. But then again, I sit here and question that shit because, like, shit, we got murderers running around here. Like, there's a fucking 16-year-old around here running around who murdered one of my friends, actually. The old man watched me grow up. We called him the Watermelon Man. And he used to sell to help his family. He sold fruits and stuff and jams. His wife made the jams. Like, he was a good dude. And two teens robbed him and shot him, and 2 weeks later he died. And they gave this because they charged the 15-year-old as an adult. He was able to get bond. He had turned 16, so they're charging him as an adult because Watermelon Man did pass. Um, they gave him a bond, and they gave him a bond of 100,000. Guess what? He bonded out. The family didn't even know he was bonding out, and that 16-year-old is now on the run. Nobody knows where the fuck he is at. Now, for something like that, I could understand. Yes. Hey, Vic. Because I want that little SOB caught. I ain't gonna lie. I want that little bitch caught. That man took a good man from the community, real shit. Like, if you knew him, that man watched me fucking grow up. And y'all being young and dumb, and you already robbed him. What the fuck you shoot him for? For what? He has a family just like y'all got a family. And fucking robbing a goddamn street vendor is weird as fuck to me. That is weird shit, bro. I'ma be honest. That's weird ass shit. That shit ain't cool because 9 times out of 10, they're doing that out of their own pocket hustling, trying to provide for their family. That's weird shit. You really stealing from the little man now? Like, that's, bro, that's weird as fuck. Thinking about it. Like, that's some weird ass shit, bro. You stealing from a street vendor. This shit don't make no sense. It don't. The shit is not gangster robbing somebody that is trying to provide for their family, doing their own thing. They working for themselves and they're the little man of the little man. They ain't got no storefront. They're working from a street vending, like, and you think that shit is cool to rob? Like, yes, a lot of them be elderly. That's the crazy part. So I knew that shit was gonna happen. I knew that shit was gonna happen, Mo. I'm gonna have to call you back. Um, the crazy part, like I said, now this little 16-year-old is on the fucking run. Don't nobody know where he at. The marshals have been in contact with his mama and his grandmama. I think they know where that motherfucker at, but I digress. I ain't gonna put them in that. They may not really know. But he is jump bail. He gone. Now, in instances like that, hell yeah, find that little motherfucker because he need to serve time for his shit. Him and his friend. Y'all fucking robbed a street vendor. Like, yeah, because and it's crazy. Like, out of all people, man, that's the people we need to be defending the motherfucking most. And I know sometimes old folks can, because I've had one. I had one day. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to knock that somebody grandma ass out because of how she came at me. She came at me so goddamn wrong. And of course, it was about my sexuality. She gonna come to me and put a pamphlet. You need to turn to Jesus. Who are you talking to? Ma'am, I will knock your old ass out in this store and I don't give a damn if you call your grandkids. Don't disrespect me like that, especially in public. But I had to sit here and think this is somebody's grandma. This is somebody's great grandma. Don't do it. Your ass end up in jail. Don't do it. So I walked away, but she almost, because I saw red. I saw it. But those are the people we need to be protecting. Not not stealing from them, robbing from them, because 9 times out of 10, they ain't got it. They just getting by too. Yeah, you got some that was money savvy. And but you had some that, just got by. So that shit is it's weird as fuck to me. I don't know what's wrong with our youth out here. They lost as fuck. I don't get it. I don't understand it. That's weird ass shit. But like I said, in an instance like that, yeah, where the fuck is them FedEx trucks? How come y'all ain't caught this little motherfucker yet? Cause why would y'all give him bail? And Marroy said he asked for them to keep him locked up until trial, but the judges, once again, they said that was inappropriate. A lot of this should be the judges and the commissioners here. But that came with the bail law reform. So some of it I agree with, some of it, uh, hell no, nah, baby. I don't understand that. Like, you sit here and you go do a drive by, then you go write a rap song about it, and then you have a whole video basically detailing down to the motherfucking bullets you used. Okay, you probably still got the same goddamn guns that you did it in using the video in the music video. And then you wondering why motherfuckers, police is coming to your door. And you always gonna have that one motherfucker in the camp that's gonna talk. When they're facing football numbers, they're gonna talk. I'm sorry. When you see here tell a motherfucker they facing 30 to life, where that paper and pen at? I can tell you, like Woody, prime example. That man was ready to talk as soon as they said, we'll give you immunity. Until Steele said, uh. We ain't even finna play that game. And was willing to go to jail behind his his client because of that bullshit. Like, no, no. We did some fuck shit. We ain't telling a motherfucking soul. No. Some shit going to the motherfucking grave. I mean it. Like, no. Uh-uh. But you have folks out here that do that shit. And it's just weird as fuck to me. Like these little new up and coming rappers, like the one I sent you, Pete. Y'all, he looks, no offense, because I know glasses don't mean shit. I know it doesn't mean you soft. But there's this little rapper out here trying to, he basically got Vaughn in his name, and the way he rapping, he from Chicago. And folks is following him. But I swear to God, that man look like a whole dork. Like, that shit is cool. Like, no, that's not cool. Yes, that man sat here and said on uh no jump. They say here, man, we unalive in the ops on camera. I'll incriminate myself. We unalive in them. What? The Fed's gonna be at your door in 6 months. You ain't even gonna have no music career, cause by the time you start really taking off, them Feds gonna come back. I'm telling y'all, when the Feds show up, they already know. They just gonna see if you gonna hang yourself. They know you ain't got the money to fight them. So, I don't, no. That's one motherfucking entity I don't never want to fight. The Feds. No. County, city, I go against them. I even go against state. But Feds, you ain't got the money. Y'all see Diddy selling his shit so he can get the money to fight their ass. Cause baby, look at Irv ass. They damn near took everything he had. I mean, he came out with the not guilty verdict, but by the time they got done with him, he was broke. So, yeah, I'm not fucking with the feds. I'm not. Nah, hell no. When they come, they want 30 and up. No, sir. I've seen them been generous lately. Let me rephrase it. They have been generous lately. They did give somebody 17. And you know, with feds, there ain't no day for day. There's no time cutting and there's no probation. So if you get 17, 30, 45, 50, you got to serve that shit out. Ain't nobody playing with them feds. Fuck that. That's why I be like, hey, y'all all on the internet posting drugs and shit, talking about you got shit for sale and you wondering why weird new folks showing up. Like, bruh, social media is not your friend when it comes to illegal ass shit. I'm just saying. You done laid out the whole goddamn case for them. Date, time, and everything. Because you like putting everything on fucking front. You like putting it out there for the world to see. No. And, no. And it's this. That's because they want that cred, though. They think sitting here shooting up shit and all of this. They think that shit really gives them street cred. And unfortunately, the way our society is, we sit here and don't make it any better when we entice the behavior on. How many records do they sell when they sit here and talk about drilling? Prime example, Fulio. That drama sold. Mainly because I ain't gonna lie, he knew how to market that motherfucker because the song he picked, but he brought that shit on himself. When you diss the dead, expect that shit to come back on you. I'm sorry, that's not. And that's exactly what happened. His ass out here dissing everybody that's dead, talking about where's Corbin, all this shit in songs and thinking that shit cute and funny. And now look, somebody set your ass up at the hotel because you got reckless and dropped your addy. And that folks keep saying it was the guy. I don't know who did it. I really don't. I just know when you have a bounty, a legit bounty, because he did have a bounty. A lot of people won't talk about it, but he had an $85,000 bounty on his head. He already had been shot at 4 times previously, and you gonna hold a party in Tampa, Florida, where you know these motherfuckers only a 2 or 3 hour drive from you? You a dumb motherfucker. I hate to say that, but you is. Cause ain't no way. You not finna catch me. I'm not finna be taunting these folks and then no, and throw a party and they got or near they shit. No. Hmm. That's why I had to look. When you did shit, you did it by yourself, and if you did have a Cody, you better make sure it's the right motherfucker with you. Cause baby, nowadays, like I said, them football numbers, somebody talking. Football numbers, somebody gonna say something. They motherfuckers, they gonna sing. I'm telling you. That's why I be watching these little crash dummies be crash outs, and I just be shaking my head because you can sit here and tell them all day what you're doing is not conducive to our community, and if anything, it's setting our community back. You can sit here and tell them that, and they don't care about that. They care about the image and they care about what others think of them. Unfortunately, until they actually get up out of their shitty ass situation and go see the world outside of their city, because that's what it is. A lot of them haven't traveled outside of their city, and that's for any city with a lot of these gang members. A lot of these folks ain't out here making money like that. There's only a few of them that I know can take a motherfucking trip whenever they want to. Real shit. Only a few. A lot of these motherfuckers is not making money like that. So until they actually go out and see the world and see that there's other shit to life besides shooting and killing one another, but they have to see that for themselves before they understand. Oh no, it's a lost ass generation though. And you can sit here and preach all day. And the crazy thing is, yeah, y'all using his lyrics, but he still might get off because of Judge Glanville ass. Even if Thug did do it, Judge Glanville fucked that case up. And by doubling down and sending Steele to jail, he fucked up. Or tried to. If it wasn't for the Supreme Court stepping up and saying, no, he gets a bond. So I'm tripping off the fact he thought he was smarter than Ashley Merchant. I was tripping off of that one. I was like, sir, you're not gonna win that one. But yeah, we've been seeing it. And unfortunately, this new generation think that that shit won't come back to bite them in the ass, but it will. It will. Absolutely. But no, I seen that article and I was like, what the fuck? So they're spying on people now, really spying on people, and sending it to LE. And we know Memphis is a part of it. We know a city outside of Indiana, near Indianapolis is part of it. Like it's just nah, it's turning crazy. Oh shit. This technology has been used in response to issue warrants and subpoenas, as well in other scenarios regarding potential or ongoing crime on the facility premises, and it has supported the arrest and prosecution of those committing crimes. So, yes, they are using it in court. I don't know how I feel about that. In certain situations, I can understand, but 24/7, I ain't y'all already enough in our homes and around us and in our business of what we do? But then on the other hand, I can see how somebody would want that because of like the situation I said about the watermelon man. That family deserves closure. So I could see how that technology could be useful. It's just I don't know how I feel about it. Oh yeah, Sean and I, you're right. Um, and that's it's not until somebody get hurt that people realize like these beefs be real, and when fans egg that behavior on, it can turn into lives lost. And nowadays, most rap beefs is uh, pretty much a war that was in the streets anyway, and then it spilled over into the music category, and like they really bringing the street shit to the business side, and unfortunately, that shit don't mix. No, you're right, Pika. They did. Now everywhere you go, you carry your cell phone. You have your smartwatch on. You do this. You do that. Every nowadays, yeah. Hell, even your vehicle has a GPS tracker, and if it's a newer model, you have a GPS tracker. I seen where one was a Toyota. It was one of them. They were hiding like this dude. He had bought. I want to say it was Corolla, and he had opted out of the GPS. He didn't want it. Well, he had just bought it and he had let it set up for a few days. Well, the battery died. And he was trying to figure out how come the battery died so fast. He just bought the car and he was like, something drained the battery. So he started pulling the panels off. Surprise, surprise, there was a hidden GPS tracker in there. So he went up to the dealership and he was like, what's up with the GPS trackers? And they were like, what you talking about? And he was like, the GPS, I opted out of it. He's like, we didn't put one in your car. And he fucking pulled that motherfucking tracker out. He's like, no, this came out of my car. And all of a sudden, the dude didn't want to talk to him anymore. So yeah, it's it's uh it's everywhere. It's just like the other day I was seeing them put up more cameras on the street, one of the main streets I live by. And I was like, damn, y'all already got cameras at that light. You put one at the next light, not even 5 feet, 30 feet. I guarantee they do have them on Raleigh and Sycamore View. And I know for a fact, the further you go on down towards like Elmore Park, they have cameras all through there because of that big ass park right there. So, yeah, everything spies on you now, unfortunately. Actually, no, they put up the street lights first and then they had to come back and put the cameras up because they had to shut the turning lane down, which created a fucking logistic nightmare as far as driving. Because the way you had to turn, it was ugly. It didn't. I don't know how long it took them. I know when I had was in that area for like 30 minutes and they were still fucking with it. So I don't know how long it actually took them. But I know with that turn, they fucked up. But I've also seen some crazy. First of all, the sheriffs have put out more cops out here because of Fourth of July coming up, and they already know like this city turns into a fucking party city, and unfortunately, we're gonna have a house catch on fire. I hate to say it, but it's gonna happen. We always have one catch on fire. It's too fucking hot, and I guarantee they're gonna put out a warning not to fucking pop fireworks, and somebody's ass gonna do it regardless. And they're gonna catch Big Mama's house on fire or something like that, and yeah, they do it every year. We have two to three of them every year. But they've been putting out new cops, or more sheriffs out in the streets because of that. And then I seen them doing some foul shit the other day. It was foul. I sat there and watched that shit. They had the tent out there to do the needle exchange. Because they do offer that here in Memphis, and they had them over there by the old Shoney's. Police was in the Shoney's parking lot. It was like five or six of them. They were waiting till the people left, got the needles exchanged, and as soon as they would walk down the street and across the street to like over to Crystals or something, they were flapping them. They were popping them. And I said, that's some fucked up shit. What's up, Shay? I was like, that's some fucked up shit. You over here getting a clean needle, and I'm not saying what you're doing is right, but at least you're taking precautions, you know? And as soon as you leave the tent, police is hemming your ass up. That's some foul shit. And they did that shit. They sat there like 5, 6 deep, and every time somebody would leave, you see one of the cars pull off and follow. I was like, now, as a person that if I would have been in active use or, I was one of them people that was at the tent, my ass, I would have been sitting there. I would have never left the fucking tent. Or me personally, if I would have seen the cop cars and I hadn't made it to the tent and I'm just walking, I wouldn't have went up to the tent. I ain't gonna lie to you, because police be doing foul shit here. I like real shit, foul shit. Yeah, like if I would have seen the police and I seen the tent, the needle exchange tent, and I hadn't got to the tent yet, but I see them motherfuckers, I'm not going up there. They be up there all weekend. I'll catch them tomorrow. Like I'm not going up there. I was like, wow. Like I said, I'm not saying what they did was right. I'm not saying that at all. If you're in active addiction, I do encourage you to go get help. I know what that shit feels like. I've walked that walk. I've talked that talk. I know. No, I wasn't shooting up, smoking, or any of that, but I understand what that shit feels like when you have to depend on something just to be able to get up and move. I get it. I understand. But this shit is out here killing folks. And the doctors are getting more and more strict, especially with just pain pills in itself. Like they don't even want to give it. Like when I broke my heel, they did not. Now the hospital, they didn't have a problem doing it. It was when I went to the foot doctor, and they was like, no, with a broke heel. Of course, I wasn't taking them, but still. And I was like, that's crazy as hell. I have a whole broke heel, and the motherfuckers, they're like, nah. I was like, God damn, you can't get no more pain meds for broke bones no more. God damn. But what I did was I would take BCs and mix it with the ibuprofen because I have ibuprofen 800s for a different reason. And that's because I knew me. Even if I would have took a 10, I would have been wanting that. I know. So actually somebody had came and got it from me. They was like, no, fuck that. That ain't finna be a temptation for you. And they came and got it. So, but, mm-mm. Like doctors are getting strict on it, which means there's less of prescriptions floating around, which means 9 times out of 10 you are gonna get some bad shit. And I hate to say that, but we had literally 3 people. Y'all saw my post. We had 3 people in one house die. 2 others had to go to the hospital for precautionary measures because of they didn't say what it was yet. They said it was a white substance. I'm guessing maybe coke mixed with fentanyl or meth mixed. The only way I've seen meth though is literally when it looks like ice. But I've seen where it can. I don't know if they like meant translucent or actual white. So we don't know what it's mixed with, but yeah, 3 people in one house gone. It was like 2 20-year-olds and a 52 or 56, if I remember correctly. 56, 52, somewhere around. She was in her 50s. I know that much. They don't know. They said it was a white substance um, that was taken, but they didn't know exactly what it was, so they had sent it off to the labs to test it. 9 times out of 10, I do believe it was probably mixed with fen. Like I said, white, you're typically going that's soft, that's coke. But they have so many different versions of meth out here that it might have been meth mixed with coke or meth mixed with fen. We don't know. So they're testing it, and because I've seen, like I said, I've seen like where ice looks like real motherfucking ice. You think it's some goddamn ice, and no, that shit is. Yeah, I'm like, no, I couldn't. They put embalming fluid, all type of shit in that shit. No, no. I knew 2 people that did meth, and when they didn't have it, like they would literally go fucking crazy, literally. One of them was a 304. Like every time he got high, he had to. And you see the girls just show up. I mean, and his brother, and his brother was on disability and trying to do meth, and I'm like, dude, you can't survive, and that ain't gonna work. That man eventually went back to work. He moved and went back to work, from what I've heard. So I was proud of him though. But because I had known them majority of my life, but I knew they were meth heads. And like when folks would show up, if I was over their house, the girls or whoever was there, they would pull out. He's like, "No, she don't do that." Nope, I don't. I'll smoke a blunt, but that's about it. I don't. No, not knocking y'all. Do what you do. But no, I don't partake in that. I don't want no business in that. No. I've heard what this shit can do. No. Besides, why would you do real like meth that has all type of shit in it when you can just get some addies that is literally the version. I'm just saying. It didn't make sense to me. I guess because you can't smoke. I don't know. But it didn't make sense to me. So, but yes, that shit, 9 times out of 10, if they OD, it's got fentanyl in it mixed. I mean, it's a sad fucking reality here right now. I mean, if they fucking did it to, who was it? Pete Gangster? Was it Gangster? It was Gangster, right? Gangster Boo? If they gave her bad shit, and everybody knew you didn't give her bad shit, everybody knew Gangster loved Coke. That was her thing. That was her thing. Everybody knew that. If you was really in Memphis, you knew Coke was her drug. Didn't nobody give her bad shit. Didn't nobody give her fucked up shit. This one time though, somebody gave her some shit laced with Finn. I don't know if it was one of her regular folks or whoever did it. But the one time they gave her some shit that wasn't what it was supposed to be, it was supposed to be pure Coke. They gave it to her. She ended up dying outside on the steps. Everybody knew you didn't give her bad shit. So that's why I like when we heard the news, I was so shocked because I'm like, no, bruh. Everybody knew. Like, yeah, she did coke. She liked to party. That was her thing. Not knocking you. That's you a grown ass woman. I'm not knocking you. But when that shit was heard and everybody was like it was bad coke, it was mixed with fam, who the fuck gave her that shit? Because everybody knew you didn't give her no bad shit. Like, you gave her what she asked for. You don't give her some extra shit. Because she wasn't known to get down like that. She wasn't doing, oh, let me take a upper and a down. She wasn't doing shit like that. So when I seen them do it to Gangster, I said, "Oh, it's a free fall. They finna start giving that shit to any and everybody." And next thing you know, we started seeing motherfuckers drop left and right. We've seen my rap artists that was from here. Big was it Big 30? Somebody like that, another rapper. OD. Like, it's a unfortunate thing here. It's fucked up. And that's why I was like, no. I got out of it before it got really, really bad. Like, no. I could tell it was because they can, baby, when I say they can press motherfucking pills and make it look like it's a real 30, real shit. Now, I've seen some bad press ones too, though. I have. I've seen some horrible press. But they can get a pill presser off of Amazon, off of not Yahoo, eBay. Like, you can get a pill presser and make your own shit. And some of them look legit. And that's how you end up getting fucked off. And that's I got out. I was like, nah. Besides, when that shit started being 40, 50, $60 for one pill, one itty bitty ass pill at that, and the high don't last long. Nah, fuck that. I'm tapping out. I'm tapping out. I'm going to rehab. Fuck you niggas. Y'all can stay out here all you want to. I'm going to rehab. And that's what the fuck I did. No. We got to the point where you couldn't find them no more because there was a drought going on. You would call motherfuckers you knew you hated. You didn't want no dealings with, but you didn't have a choice to call because you hoping maybe one of their homies might know somebody that got some dirt. Like, it's, nah, fuck that. Nah. Like real shit. I just nah. When they started doing that, and I still got a homie out here that's still doing the same shit. And the difference is he's got a child. I don't. And I'm like, bro, you already a diabetic. You ain't living how you supposed to live. You got a child out here that's a diabetic, and you don't take care of him properly. You think he doesn't notice that? He's gonna come up on his teen years. You gotta do better. Man, look here, Pete. I remember when I could get 30s for motherfucking $10, $12. Real shit. Real shit. The OPI 80s where you had to suck the coating off of them. But once you got the coating off of, man, you would be high. Yeah, yeah. That shit was crazy. Back in the shit early 2000s, that shit was crazy. You could get pills for the low. You buy damn near half the script if you could. Then when everybody started getting turned on and folks started getting greedy, they started charging $1 per milligram. So and then they started going above that. So if you had like tens, they were charging 10. But then it got to the point where they was like, "No, I gotta make. I ain't no $5. I got." So they had to make $10, $15 profit off of them. So they started charging 15 and 20 for some tens. Now a 30. Depending on who you get it from, where you shop, you paying anywhere from $45 to $60. I know one dude is $70 for one. That's real ones. Now, the fake ones, and you have some out here that'll tell you it's fake, real shit. You have some that tell you, hey man, they cut, and they'll charge 45 for them. So it's crazy out here. Nah, fuck that. I'm straight. I got shit to do tomorrow, and dying ain't one of them. But unfortunately, like I said, people have to hit that rock bottom to see. And then, even then, some people they can hit rock bottom and they still don't see it. So I don't know what the solution is. I just know people need to start healing their trauma, figuring out what triggers them and what makes them go get high because it was a trigger for me. And it was unhealed trauma. And I'm not saying that's for everybody, but a lot of times, if you are an active addiction or previously addicted, there's some trauma somewhere because you're running to get high for a reason. Yeah, unfortunately. And I don't know the solution. I don't. I'm not gonna pretend like I do because, like I said, you can sit here and try to coax and talk to them and beg them to go to rehab. That doesn't mean they're gonna go. So I just, it has to be their thing. It has to be on their time, and they have to make that choice. You can sit here and beg me all day to go. No, fuck that. It has to be my choice. And I just got tired. I got tired. And then was going through the breakup. Like I knew I wouldn't be able to survive out here by um oh shit, what was it? Survive out here by still taking drugs and shit, you know? Uh because they just found the body on 64. I seen it just pop up on my phone. 12:40 p.m. Deputies responded to an armed disturbance call in the 12th, 12,000 block of Highway 64. When deputies arrived, they found a vehicle in a wooded area next to a closed business, as well as an adult male deceased with a gunshot wound in front of the business. Shelby County Sheriff's Office said that this is an active crime scene and the investigation is ongoing. Highway 64 will be shut down to one eastbound lane. Damn, where's the 12? I was about to, bro, I was about to go get something to eat out over there. God damn. Hell yeah, especially right there because you're talking about the Kroger, all of that. Hang on, I'm Googling it now. Let me see. How come on? Because it may be a little bit further out if where I'm thinking is at. Yeah, it's no, it's on the other side. It's past Kroger and all that. It's really over there in down there, Oakland. Over, it's close to the youth villages over there. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you. Damn. What the fuck? What's up with? Hold on. What was? I got so many questions. This shit just popped up on my phone. So did he shoot himself? Was he hollering and cussing at somebody? Like, who was the disturbance with? How did he end up shot? Like, what the fuck? Just when deputies arrive, all they see is a body on the ground. What the fuck? I knew when I seen this shit pop up on, I'm like, cause you know why I clicked on this shit. I'm like, if this bitch makes a live saying that they found, I'ma be mad as hell. I'ma be mad when it clearly says a man. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Like that shit crazy. Deputies just show up and I mean, we're getting closer to the holidays, so knowing that bitch, she probably will. And be like, I didn't read it. I didn't know. I didn't read it. That's the excuse she always come with. Oh, let me shut up. Because I don't even talk about that bitch. Fuck that bitch. That bitch can ride, but let me shut up. Because I almost went there. I told y'all, I'm petty. I don't fuck with that bitch. I don't. Goof ass. Anyway. Yeah, I'm finna get my ass off here. That shit crazy. If we hear more about that, I'll definitely go live about it. But damn, how they dropped that story out there. That was kind of wow. They just said, man, body found in wooded area off of 64. Uh, that's why I said I might want to go ahead. You know what? Might want to go ahead and send that to what's called it, so she can at least tell the story. That's a grown ass man, not a child. But anyway, y'all. Y'all have a good day. I told y'all I wasn't gonna be live long today. Shit, I'm hungry, and I need to take these crybabies OUT because they need to go because I know they asses do. But y'all hit the like. I appreciate y'all stopping by. And I will catch y'all the next one. Peace, y'all.